And greetings once again, primitive Earth humans. Welcome to another subliminal alien mind control indoctrination program, cleverly disguised as a Feed the Beast Sky Factory 2.5 video. Yes, and the last episode, we gotta start on some power generation here. We will expand that as we need. We got a couple of magmatic dynamos here. We got ourselves a pretty low-level basic capacitor bank, holds 1 million RF. And we got ourselves an alloy smelter. And we done moved our cobblestone generator down here and kind of integrated that with our lava production setup over here. But what we really need to start doing now, I think we can use some of this area over here. What we really need to do is start automating our ore processing and things like that. So we're going to need to build some more machines in order to do that. But first, I'm going to come up here. Take a look at our situation over here. We've got a little bit of a crowding issue going on in our simplified mob spawner over here. No Enderman. Really need Enderman. This is the thing I'm really needing the most of because we need Ender Pearls. And let's see what kind of goodies we get. Yeah, we got some loot bags. That's cool. Oh, one more skelly here. Kill the crap out of him. And pick up all the goodies. Let's see what we got. First of all, let's put all those arrows away. Got a couple redstone torches, and let's see, we got a common loot bag. Let's see what's in that common loot bag. A spruce sapling. Would have been nice to have had a rubber tree sapling. And we got some more gold coins there, and some splash potions and things like that. We got 2 ender pearls, that's cool. That is what we needed. Okay, let's put the heads up on the head wall. And, alrighty. We're gonna put that spruce sapling in the box over here. I'm not gonna plant it yet. Gonna save that guy. Head back down and put away some of this other groovy stuff. We got redstone torches. Good thing to have. And the rest of the stuff, we'll put all this stuff up in the kind of our magic boxes. I guess what that is up there. And the rest of this stuff. Sweet. Okay, groovy. So, let's get started building some machines. I think first, we're gonna do a little sleep the night away. Sleepy whippy time. Okay, groovy. So, first thing we're going to need to make is a thermal expansion pulverizer. And I'm gonna kind of do this the old way. I know there's the X-Compressor mod, which has a bunch of cool new stuff. However, I would much rather build these machines here and speed them up, go through the upgrade process, and process the cobblestone blocks a single block at a time. You know, that way we get more drops that way. If we do the compressed variety, we compress, a 3x3 in the grid. We've got 9 cobblestone blocks into one piece of compressed cobblestone. We only get 5 drops out of that, so you just get a little bit more than 50% of the amount of drops you normally get. Now, you don't always get a drop on each thing, but I think we get more drops if we do process everything individually. So let's grab some materials here. Grab these gold coins just in case I need them. We got iron. We're going to need some tin. And I don't know, we may need some more gold. I think we're going to need some glass. Looks like we need more glass. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come over here, change this furnace mode to furnace only. And let's see. This thing will process 3 at a time. Yes, and if we switch this to furnace only, we'll get the normal glass. I think if we have it in alloy mode, I think we get something like a quite clear glass, or we get a different kind of glass out of this. I just want the standard normal glass right now, so that will do. Oh, get through the door. So, okay. This recipe also shows the resonant version of the pulverizer. Of course, we don't want to build a resonant one right away. We'll have to work our way up to that. So what we got to do is wait for this recipe to cycle around to the basic machine, and then we just hold the shift key, and that stops the recipe from cycling, because it's the same recipe for all the different upgraded versions of the machine. It's just got starting with a different frame. So, and here we go. I think we just need some glass, some iron, and a tin gear. So let's make the one single tin gear. There we go. Basic machine frame. We need to grab some redstone. And we'll make that redstone, what is it, the transmission coil, a reception coil. We need to make a couple of copper gears. And now we should be able to make the machine. Except we just need a little bit of flint. There we go. Now first we need to make a piston. Let's grab some cobblestone from up here. Make that piston. Gonna make a couple of them. And there we go. We have got our pulverizer. And let's see, I think we've just barely got enough energy conduit right now. And let's bring some power out the top here. Bring it over this way. Yeah, and I think we're just going to go ahead and put our pulverizer right there for now. I think, in fact, I'd rather bring this around the backside. Sweet, and now what we're going to do, we're going to go into the configuration of this machine. And if you shift-click in the center of the machine with your left mouse button, that will clear all of the input-output assignments on this machine here. So we're going to start from scratch with this thing. And in fact, I think that's going to be good for now. Now, next machine we need is we need an auto sieve. And there's a couple ways we can make this. We can make this with an electrum gear, or we can make it with a machine chassis, basic capacitor. Let's see, do we have any electrum at the moment? No, I don't think we do. And how do we make the electrum? We just need some silver and some gold. So why don't we go ahead and just so I think we should have plenty of silver right now. Don't have crap tons of gold, but that's okay. We're going to come over here and switch this thing back to all smelting mode. Put 4 pieces of gold in there and 4 pieces of silver. Get ourselves some electrum. Invar is the next thing we need, and I think, let me see if I remember correctly, we've got a little bit of it, but we're gonna need some more. And we just need some ferrous and some iron for that. So let's grab some ferrous. We've got plenty of that and plenty of iron too. Grab these 8 electrum ingots. We're gonna put a couple of ferrous in there, and we need twice as many of the iron as the ferrous. Sweet, that gives us 6 more, and that gives us about 11 of our ingots. I think it's probably gonna be enough for what we need to do. Okay, and let's see. First of all, we're going to take one of those ferrous, or invar ingots, turn it into nuggets. Let's make the electrum gear. And we're going to need the silk mesh now. Let's see. I don't know if we had any of those left over from before. I guess not, but we do got plenty of string right now. So let's see. I think just 3x3 in the grid gives us the silk mesh. And that should be everything we need for our automatic sieve. Okay, we can put some of this stuff away, I think, right now. Really? So we're going to need to power that sucker. Put that right down here. I think we're gonna kind of move it out in front. So let's put it right there. And I think, in fact, put some blocks under this thing so we can get up on it. Swing. Get up on there. Sweet. Okay. Check our F7 real quick. Make sure nothing's going to spawn on that. I think we've got plenty of light. We're so close to all this lava out here. So, okay, groovy. Now we need basically just start feeding some of this here cobblestone into this guy here. I like to use the Ender IO conduit just because we can stack them together. But we're going to need to manipulate that conduit, so we're going to need to make ourselves a wrench. And the kind of wrench we want is the Yet wrench. And we need electrical steel in order to make that. So what do we need? Alloy smelter. We need some coal powder, some silicon, and some iron. So how do we get the silicon? Well, we can cook up some of this here skystone dust. And I think, do we have any of that? Sure, we've got a bunch of that right there. So let's just go ahead and throw some of that. Oh, we still got extra conduit binder in these furnaces that we haven't collected up yet. Let's grab all that up. Sweet, okay. And put that away. We need some pulverized coal, and that should be pretty easy to get now that we got ourselves a pulverizer. Just grab like 4 pieces of that. And, sure, we'll throw that in our pulverizer. Awesome. Grab the silicon up, and okay, now all we need to do, grab some iron, pulverized coal, and the silicon. And it's pretty slow to process because we've got 3 different ingredients in here, but that's okay, we'll wait for that to process up. In the meantime, it is nighttime again. We're gonna go ahead and sleep in our bed. Oop, there's the dragon, reminding us he's there. And while we're waiting for that stuff to do its thing, let's go ahead and make, let's see, we need a basic gear here, just some cobblestone and some sticks. So let's grab ourselves some sticks, or stickages. Let's grab ourselves a stack of cobble here. And one thing I probably should do is let's grab one of these guys here and place it outside just for convenience sake. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bust this one block out right here. And we'll put it right there. Sweet. Basic gear. We'll craft that guy up. Sweet. And there we go. We got our electrical steel. So there's our Yeta wrench. And that's a really great tool to have because it allows you to sort of manipulate all of these things here. We can right click on the Ender IO conduit, and this cycles through different configurations and things like that. And one of the things was this one on the bottom I wanted to just disconnect because I just want this power conduit only to connect up with the automatic sieve right there. All of this stuff will eventually be moved to a different location anyway. We'll probably move it all over into the corner over here, but right now it's got to remain close to our power generation just because we don't have a whole lot of conduit right now. However, we do have a couple, 3 ender pearls right now, and I think we can make some item conduit. And in order to do that, we need pulsating iron, and in order to make pulsating iron, we need iron and ender pearls. So I'm going to use up all my ender pearls on this, just because item conduit is a most awesome thing to have. I put one too many in there, didn't I? So now eventually what we're going to want is we're going to want 3 of these pulverizers. The first one is going to be pulverizing a cobblestone into gravel, and then that gravel is going to be sieved in the first sieve. So we're going to have 3 of these and 3 of the sieves. In fact, we'll have more sieves later too, because we're also going to want to produce and sieve soul sand, things like that. But for the basic stuff, we just need to be sieving the gravel. We want to sieve sand, and we want to sieve dust next to that. So we're going to need 3 levels of these guys, but we're just going to start out simple. Just start out with the sieving of the basic gravel. But we're also going to want to collect up all of these broken ore pieces and package those up automatically. So we're going to need a compactor. And that's this block right here. It's its own mod now. And what this is going to do is this is going to automatically automatically craft things that go in a 2x2 or 3x3 crafting grid. This thing will automatically package those guys up. So what we're going to need is a crafting table, 4 pistons, and some redstone. So let's see. Make that guy first. Make 4 pistons, and I think that should be enough. And boy, we're really down to it with redstone. We've got a little bit of redstone left. Gonna leave 1 in there and grab it up. But okay, now I think we just need maybe to make ourselves some chests here. Gonna make a couple of chests. I guess I got 1 extra piston. I don't know why I ended up with 1 spare piston, but I did. And oh, and look at this. These things aren't supposed to burn. Okay. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I didn't think these things would burn. Maybe they only burn on the side. So, okay. Let's get rid of you. Just for the hell of it. In fact, what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and make myself another just standard crafting table. Stick it right here on the wall for now. Just for now, temporary. Just far enough away from this. Just something that we can use to craft things with. Okay. Groovy. So let's get this thing all hooked up now. We've got pulsating iron. Let's grab that up. Put that in there. And, oh, no, I guess we can't do it that way. We're going to have to bust these guys down into nuggets. That's okay. That's going to give us 27 nuggets. That's good, though. That is good. Because we need a lot of this stuff. And sweet, that gives us a stack plus 8 more of the Ender IO item conduit. Gonna use ungodly amounts of this stuff eventually. Okay, so first thing we want to do is we're going to, let's see if I can get up top here. In fact, maybe we'll break you. Maybe we'll just come out of the top here. Come around the corner like this, and we're just gonna start pulling stuff out of here. I'm going to color code our cobblestone for, let's see, it's the dark gray channel, and turn redstone off. Now, if we bring in at the top here, should be blue at the top, and then we just need to change this to insert on the same color channel, dark gray channel. Sweet, and now we've got cobblestone coming in and being pulverized. Alrighty then. So now what we need to do is put an Ender IO conduit there. We want to output, and we're just going to output everything right now because we're going to get sand every now and then just as a kind of a bonus. And we want that also to be sieved, just because until we have its own dedicated thing. We're going to go ahead and leave these on the green channel. We're going to set that to insert. And already we're starting to receive some gravel in here. The sand, well, it'll hopefully get around to doing the sand too if there's nothing else in there. Maybe not, otherwise, no problem. Our next chain is going to be our sand level sieving, and yeah, so what we're going to want to do, eventually, we're going to want this machine to be the fastest one, because we're going to want to produce, crush enough of this cobblestone to produce enough gravel to not only constantly feed into here and be sieved, but also to feed into the next pulverizer, which is going to crush that down into sand. And then that, of course, we want to produce enough sand to not only be sieved, but to fill the next pulverizer over with sand to be crushed down into dust. And then we want to sieve that dust. So we get all 3 kinds of material sieving happening, and we can get the full spectrum of loot drops from all of those. Awesome. gonna need some more of this energy conduit here too. So, but right now, I think the next thing I want to do is I want to put down this here compactor. I'm gonna put that guy right there. This is all gonna move down towards the end too. So let's see. And then after that, we're going to want to put down a chest. So right now, just gonna put an item conduit. One right there. Insert into that chest what comes out of there, and then this one here is also going to insert export no redstone. And we're going to set this to 2x2 recipes only. And yes. So as soon as it gets enough of any of these broken pieces, like 4 pieces of broken copper, it will package that stuff up. And I don't know if it will automatically export it. No, I guess, in fact, I don't think we actually want to do that right now. Maybe what we need to do is just remove this for now. Go ahead and put these broken pieces back in, and we'll just let those get assembled up. We've got like 3 pieces of iron ore in there right now. In fact, let's grab up our other broken pieces. Let's put some stuff away. We'll grab up all these broken ore pieces, and we will toss those in there. And they, too, will be assembled into stuff. Sweet, okay, all we've got to do now is give this thing some power. I suppose that is the one thing it really needs, and wouldn't you know it, I am just like one short on the Ender IO energy conduit. What do we need for that? I think we just need some more, yes, I know what we need. Some redstone and some iron. And we'll put 2 more in there, because we'll need 3 ingots in order to make another, I think 8. And there we go, okay. Conductive iron. Conduit binder. Sweet, that gives us another 8. So, okay, let's power this guy up, and alrighty. Now that this thing's powered up, we can see it's going to start assembling any of these that it gets 4 pieces of. We'll automatically assemble that into an ore gravel thing. We will have 1 more pulverizer at the end of this chain that we will probably just have that crush these things down into the dust varieties, and what are they? We'll have them crush each level of this into crushed ore pieces, and then powdered ore pieces, and then recursively sort of reassembled and then deposited into a chest at the end, or in fact not deposited into a chest. Well, then we'll run those into a furnace, and we will convert those guys into ingots. And as we can see, stuff like the coal and the lapis, and anything that isn't assemblable by this machine will stay in here. And so eventually what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to make basically some Ender IO item filters, and we will use that and also the color coding of our channels in order to move things around where they need to be. But yeah, I think that's going to at least get us started. We've at least got some automatic ore processing. So if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and always obey your alien overlords, or you will be probed in your bunghole. Yes, once again, this is Alien Pet 13, signing off. Probe you later.